touch gloves, back up your corners.
EERSEL, the world champion, towers over another opponent. 189 centimeters. Watch out for the flying attacks, the aerial assaults from the knees of the champ. And look out for the power-laden boxing of Mustafa Haida.
Judge, time. One, let's go.
Justin Brown gets us underway. Michael Chavello, Mitch Chilson, Rich Franklin with you. Our main event of One Championship, 5th of Fury 3. Haida's got to get on the inside. Cannot stay on the outside at the range of EERSEL.
You know, Haida told me he wants to control center circle, but it's so hard because of the pressure that EERSEL puts on his opponents.
Southpaw stance here for Haida. Good forearm guard against the right round kick. Goes body shot off the cross. Skip up round kick there. Circling away from the power side of EERSEL. Good round kick, tucks it under the right arm. EERSEL counters off the back leg. Overhand right from the champion. Jab 2 from EERSEL. Backs up Haida. There's the first flying knee.
Step back.
I like the straight punches coming from EERSEL. They come right through the guard.
Body shot, outside leg kick.
It's also really hard to hit EERSEL because of his guard. He's got this really tight hand position that creates almost a shield around his face. It's very difficult to connect cleanly on EERSEL.
Body shot to outside leg kick, scores well for Haida. Body shot to uppercut. Clinch, no knee there from EERSEL. Looking for the body early on, Mustafa Haida, really establishing that dipping left hand.
Step back. Go.
And it's coming off the rear hand, being the power hand out of southpaw stance. Good right hand lead there from EERSEL, rock the head back.
That's the third right hand from EERSEL that's landed solidly in this round.
Rehan said he spent a lot of time working on his foot placement to fight the southpaw. He wants to step to the outside of Haida's lead leg and fire that right hand right down the middle, and it's landed over and over again.
Usually, most people will set up a right cross with a jab, but EERSEL does it so well as a leading punch, given the length of his arms too. Body shots ahead. Again, looking for that liver is Haida. Do they think that's the chink in the armor of the champion? Jumping knee, left hook to uppercut from EERSEL.
Go.
Haida looking through the brow, catches that kick on the forearm. Good high check there from Haida. Takes the inside leg kick. Rib kick from Haida. Oh, he telegraphed that left hand in Mustafa Haida. A little quarter turn back to center circle into the first round. Folks, wherever you're watching around the world in over 150 countries, let us know on social media at One Championship. How do you score the opening round?
See, watch those steps. Watch that left leg of EERSEL. He's stepping to the outside, and as soon as he does that, he finds the center. See, he gets a reaction out of Haida, and then comes right down the middle with that right hand. It's a beautiful setup for a very powerful shot, and Haida needs to figure that out. He needs to pay attention to the footwork and have an answer for it. Rich, how do you have the first one?
You know, I have EERSEL just barely inching this one out on my scorecard. He landed several right hands there, but this is a really close round because Haida had a couple nice combinations that he put together upstairs, downstairs, and a few crosses of his own left hand he landed as well, but I'm going to give that one to EERSEL.
Hard one, certainly close after one round. I like the body shots from Mustafa Haida. I like the right crosses from EERSEL. Second set for 5, the One Super Series lightweight kickboxing world title. Defending champion EERSEL flying the Suriname flag, his birth country. And an outside leg kick to the back leg there from EERSEL to start. Jab 2, high kick from Haida. Keep an eye on the lead foot of EERSEL to go on the outside of the lead foot of Haida. And for EERSEL to throw the right hand when it does. There's the right, there's the flying knee. Haida ties him up, they tango back against the fence. Good refereeing there from Justin Brown. Right hand as a lead punch again from EERSEL, then the inside thigh. You just get the feeling that mercury is starting to rise on the champion, EERSEL.
I'm telling you, it's that boiling pot of water. He's starting to bubble, man. He's gonna try to cook you. He keeps that pressure coming until you're done.
16 match winning streak for EERSEL. One of the highest winning percentages in all the kickboxing world. A high kick, the right hand, backs up Haida. Jumping knee, and Haida forced to look sloppy at the moment. Takes in a big breath as Mustafa Haida gets driven back, another high knee. EERSEL has powered up the aggressor meter here in the second round.
You know, when you watch Haida's style, normally he waits for his opponent to break off, and that's where he lands those really nice strikes. EERSEL just never steps backwards. Even when the referee here breaks him, he's immediately walking forward and just walking his opponent down.
Haida is unable to establish any sort of tempo, any sort of rhythm. Goes to the body again as he was hunting during the first round, and you see EERSEL backs him up once more. When you're on the inside, the high knees come under play.
You can see Haida took a big breath. You know, he just doesn't get that space. Because you know when you're hit, you take that second just to regroup. He doesn't give you that second. He just keeps them coming, and that pressure just never stops.
That big breath isn't just about his cardio, it's about him mentally starting to break if this continues.
This is a big, loping light heavyweight. I mean, a lightweight. 189 centimeters of EERSEL coming at you from all angles. And Haida's best weapon so far has been the body shot. The left hand to the body of EERSEL, tucking it under the elbow, but it hasn't really done the damage that Haida had hoped for.
But look at the stance. Rayhan's kind of covered up a little bit tighter. His elbows are closer to his ribs, and it's a lot harder to get through that guard now. See the way he deflects?
High knee again. Usually, Mustafa Haida uses a wider stance to really sit into his punches, but he can't do that against EERSEL. This is just dominance from the champion. Sticks the right hand in the schnoz again. There's a knee. Constantly backing up Haida. This has definitely been the champion's round. There's no doubt about that. The first round may have been a drawn round. The second round, certainly EERSEL.
Haida was right. If EERSEL's moving forward, he controls you. He basically has your number and knows exactly what you want. There he is, clipped in the ear of Mustafa Haida. But this is what Rich was talking about. No break, no space given. Just that constant, relentless pressure just keeps coming. And he's forced to go for a double leg to try to get a little bit of relief.
The other thing is, Dragon, that usually you can get a read on your opponent. You get a read as to what they're doing, that whenever they're trying to set the techniques they're trying to present. Like he read Daniel Dawson, did Mustafa Haida, and beat Dawson. You can't get a read on EERSEL because he'll throw a right-hand lead, then he'll change up with a flying knee, then he'll go down through a leg kick, then he'll go a body shot. There's no, there's seemingly no rhythm to it, no pattern to it, even though there is in EERSEL's mind and in his game plan, you can't read it.
It's a beautiful, unorthodox dance.
It's what I call harmony and chaos.
Yeah, harmony and chaos, a great way of putting it. Third round. Two-punch combo off the bow, roundhouse kick from Haida, just pulled away from the head kick of EERSEL.
See, this is what Haida needs to do. He needs to go forward. Oh, knee. That was the blow.
This side.
Wow,
Could have been a low knee.
Low or was it to the body?
I think I heard cup on that. I think I heard cup.
We'll have a replay in a moment. There was a strong knee, there's no doubt about that. When did it hit exactly, though?
Well, referee's called an injury timeout, so he has the duration of the round to recover from this.
Take it through this, Rich.
He's just right here, and then he goes to throw a jumping knee. And,
Oh, yeah.
was that body?
That's, no, that's not body.
Okay, just want to make sure.
That's not body. Oh, yeah. You may need the full recovery time at 3 minutes allowed or the duration of a round.
Respect to Haida, though. Shook it off. Ready to go.
Out. Wow, Mustafa. Back into it. Oh.
No, up. Up, let's go.
Wow, that was dangerous. EERSEL is just oozing with confidence out of every pore here, the champion.
Yeah, just to clarify for the audience there, he was not trying to kick him. Mustafa actually slipped while EERSEL was throwing a leg kick, and that just almost clipped him when he was down.
Now, if it had clipped him on the way down, that would have been perfectly legal, Rich.
Absolutely.
Jab to cross there from Haida. Nice weave under him, body shot from Mustafa Haida.
I think that one stung him a little bit there. I think that stung him.
That was the best move of the night so far from Mustafa Haida. Doesn't give him confidence, eats an uppercut off the right hand. EERSEL immediately powers back, chin through the top of the head, body ahead from the champion, lunging right hand from EERSEL. High kick. Oliver did stun the champ. He's not showing it. He's powered right back on top again. On the inside. Thought about pulling their head down for the knee. Body shot.
Step back, step back. Go.
How do you stop an absolute terminator like EERSEL? Looking for win number 17 in a row. Probing jabs, trying to measure for the cross Haida, but he cannot get the distancing. Again, you see that EERSEL just drifted away. Got to get inside that jabbing range of EERSEL.
Right?
On the inside now, and the referee breaks them. Under a minute remaining, 3rd of 5.
I think that early combination landed by Haida kind of disrupted the rhythm of EERSEL. He's kind of taking his foot off the gas and not really applying that same sort of pressure. Haida needs to capitalize on this break in the action, start putting it on EERSEL.
You know, earlier there, Haida slipped into the inside of Regan's combinations. And if I was his corner, I might tell him to play around with that on the inside, do a little dirty boxing and whatnot, instead of standing at range like this and trying to move around and outmaneuver these punches.
Under 20 seconds to go in this round, another groin strike there.
Neutral.
Now I wonder what will happen here. The referee's going to... It was accidental. Malicious intent from the champion.
Yeah, you can see he was coming into the inside leg there with the leg kick. Just went a little high, caught him in the cup. He knew immediately, he shakes it off. Apology, that's one fighter apologizing to another one, but Mustafa's gonna resume this thing right away. Tough.
The referee did say if there was one more, it would be a yellow card. What does the yellow card mean?
Yellow card is a official penalty, and it'll result in not only a 10% deduction of EERSEL's
10 seconds.
purse, but it can also affect the scorecard as well.
Jab 2 from Haida. Some better signs from Mustafa Haida in that round, especially that beautiful body shot that he landed earlier on that we thought stunned EERSEL, but immediately after that, EERSEL responded by upping his aggression.
Yeah, look at that beautiful little slip and a rip to the body. That was Haida's best moment of the match so far. He needs more of that because he can't stop that. When EERSEL starts to flow, it's very difficult to slow him down.
Was it enough, though, to win the round for Mustafa Haida, Rich Franklin?
I don't think so, because I don't think he actually, even though we would question whether he stunned him or not, it didn't actually change EERSEL's game plan. He just kept moving on. So I've actually still got that round scored 10-9 for Regan.
I agree, and I think Mitch made a really good point where EERSEL was slowing down in the final 45 seconds to a minute, and Haida, I don't think, was able to capitalize on that. And we saw the response, the champion's response from EERSEL. He was stunned by the body shot, no doubt about it, but he powered straight back. Didn't hesitate. Used it for him and wanted to show the judges and all and sundry, hey, this is how you come back from a hurting shot like that. Penultimate round here. 30-28 on my scorecard after 3 to EERSEL. It's unofficial, of course. Outside leg kick from the champion. 7 centimeters taller than the challenger. Beautiful sweep out of that support leg there.
Let's go.
Nicely placed from EERSEL. And again, you see what I was talking about earlier on during his walkout, how there's such efficiency in the striking of EERSEL. He's not a windmill. He doesn't just flurry wildly hoping something will land. He finds an opening, he chooses it, and he hones in, laser guided.
I like the traps that EERSEL starts to set. He throws something real soft and loose, sees what your reaction is, and then he throws something back with just a little bit of a feint, but then he lands something successively. It's really impressive to watch him do work.
Our main event of One Championship, Fists of Fury 3 from the Singapore Indoor Stadium. What a night of action it's been. This is truly an entertaining main event. Ricky and EERSEL in control. Haida far from done though. Jumping knee from the champ. Haida forced back again, another jumping knee to the jaw.
Made EERSEL throw jumping knees like jabs.
He does.
Coming in left and right.
It's an aerial assault from the man from Suriname.
See, I think that little break that EERSEL took in the third round just invigorated him for the next 4 and 5, because he knew going into this one that Haida was going to be hard to get out of there, and he was planning on 5 hard rounds.
Oh, the high kick hurt him. The body shots, the uppercut from Ricky and EERSEL. And Haida somehow still standing. Ricky and EERSEL finding his flow again here in the 4th round.
Turn around, turn around. Let's go.
You know,
Look at gasping for air, Haida, gasping for air now. It's an all-out assault, a battery here from Ricky and EERSEL. Another jumping knee.
these types of combinations and these swarming all over his opponents have gotten a lot of his opponents out of there. But Haida is still in it. Still keeping that warrior spirit.
Yeah, for that reason, you can never write off Mustafa Haida, because we know one power-laden punch could turn the tide.
He just needs to get a little bit of confidence back. He needs to land a big left hand, get some confidence, and then earn some respect and slow down this forward pressure coming from Rehan EERSEL.
Front kick there from Haida. EERSEL continually coming forward, trying to back up Haida. Rib kick, overhand power shot there from Haida. Can't rely on the single strikes though. End of the round, I'm going to lock that one away. 10-9 for Rehan EERSEL. That's unofficial. Rich, you agree?
Yep, we're together on that one.
All right, Mitch, your thoughts?
Yeah, it was just this forward pressure just coming forward. Look at the way he threw that. He stepped forward with his right leg and then jumped up into the air off of that same leg when it's the lead leg to land the jumping knee. He's unconventional, but it's beautiful to watch how unorthodox these combinations are, but how effective they are. It's hard to get a read on what he's gonna do. I'm trying to figure out the patterns and the rhythms, but it's just a chaotic masterpiece.
So I've got it 40-37 after 4 rounds. Rich Franklin has it 40-36.
I could arguably give that a 10-10 on that first round as well. 36-37, either way.
40-37 after 4 rounds.
Yeah.
Which means, folks, that Mustafa Haida needs to knock out Rehan EERSEL to win this one.
100%.
That is our unofficial scorecards, of course.
Question is, Michael, does our stats team actually have a stat on the number of jumping knees per second that Rehan EERSEL throws by chance?
No, but he is, according to our stats team, they've just told us he is the fastest athlete in all of one with the highest average strikes thrown per bout. That is across all styles. His average, 234 strikes, our stats team tells us. That's phenomenal. Roundhouse kick there from Rehan EERSEL. Lots of instructions from the champion's corner. Good poking right hand, and again, look at the punching combinations now from EERSEL. Mustafa's in no man's land, body, head, uppercut, rattling off the combinations. Right hand lead again.
Don't hold. Break, step
No
back.
clinching
Work,
there.
Work.
Justin Brown telling Haida to keep working. Haida would just love to take a few lungs full of air. EERSEL answers back. Good leg kick. Steps off the center line. Cracks down on it. That 45-degree trajectory that you want to use for a leg kick. You never want to go straight across. You want to chop down. Scooping body shot. Front kick to the balls of the feet in the midsection. Uppercut misses from the champion. High check there from Rehan. Knee to the shoulder, they tie up. Okay, Mitch, play coach. 80 seconds to go. What are you screaming to Mustafa Haida?
He's got to go. He's got to put the pedal down and put it all on him. He's got to end. He's got to go forward, right? Because you can see Rayhan's clashing forward. He's got to start letting go of that left hand.
You know, there's been a couple moments in this round where Haida's just done a little bit of work on the inside, and you can see where he comes under and he clinches when the referee breaks him. And that's where he's making his really big mistake here, because every time the referee breaks him, he breaks him at distance. He needs to get that work done on the inside.
45 seconds remaining now for Mustafa Haida to find a knockout on EERSEL. It's been EERSEL in control from the second round onwards. A very close opening round, may have gone either way.
But it's hard to put your chin down, tuck your head, and smash into an oncoming train, Rich. You're going to try to get the way out of it. You don't want to stand there and take it.
I understand, but if you keep doing the same things, it's going to produce the same results. So you got to do something different.
EERSEL hunting for a knockout. Final 10 seconds. It looks like we're going down to the judges in our main event. That one staggers him. Right hand just before the bell from EERSEL. I may change his first name from Rekian to Wrecking, because that's what he did. An absolute wrecking ball display from the champion EERSEL.
Just ate some of Haida's best shots, and then just to come forward, not take back steps, just continually pushing forward, trying to trap Haida up against that wall. Haida did his best to circle out, create movement, not stand there and take it. But Rayhan, the immortal EERSEL, was just constant and putting it on him, and he has dropped so many opponents. And I'm impressed with Mustafa Haida for taking those shots.
Unofficially, I'll go 50-46 to EERSEL. He takes the second, third, and fourth rounds with an even first on my unofficial scorecard. We'll see how the judges feel about it, however. There are 3 of them circle side, scoring on a 10-point must system. Let's go to Dom Lau.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 5 rounds of battle, we turn now to the judges' scorecards. All 3 judges have called this contest in favor of your winner by unanimous decision. And still one lightweight kickboxing world champion, Rayhan